Take two. I was recording and I was in time lapse, so you couldn't hear what I was saying. And if you could have heard what I was saying, I would have sounded like a chipmunk. Anyway, what I was saying is this quilt is going to be a quilt for an injured police officer. And I don't have much in the way of masculine fabric, so I'm going to use some recently acquired fabric. And do my best to make a masculine quilt. So I'm not sure what I'll come up with, but this is for a different quilt. Anyway, I had a charm pack that I won from somewhere. I don't even remember who I won it from, but I haven't used it because it's not the best fabric in the world. And it's pretty flimsy and it miscut, mismatched. And I doubt if all of them are 5-inch squares. But I'm going to make it work. I may have to do some creative sewing. I'm using Katy's pattern. We're using it for this, or we're doing a sew along on her channel. And anyway, I just wanted to let you know what I'm doing. The pattern can be found over on Katy's channel, and I'm sure she won't mind if I link it here as well. Actually, no, I'm not going to link it here. If you want the pattern, you need to go over to her channel, and it would be nice if you participated in her sew along and let her know that you like and appreciate what she does. She works hard for us, and she's making a lot of milestones fast, and it's because she works hard. Anyway, the fabric is not the best, but I'm going to make it work. The charity is Quilts for Cops, and I will provide information to that charity if you want to make a quilt, or if you want to participate by helping me make quilts. You can do that by either donating masculine fabric or gift cards from Amazon, Soft Squares, Walmart, whatever, whoever I can get fabric from. Or you can donate cash to help with postage. There's many ways to help, and this is a very good charity that I just recently found and I want to participate in. I participate in military and Quilts of Valor because my family is all military, but I also have military police officers in my family, and my stepfather was a cop. So there's a lot of reasons why I participate in the charities that I participate in. Plus, Quilts for Cops also provides dog quilts for the injured canine officers, and so I'll be making some dog quilts also. They just ask that it be masculine fabric because most of the cops are male, and that it holds up to many washings because they'll be in the hospital and it'll go through rigorous. So you may see me pulling out my serger and using it to serge sides. I may do that with this one, I'm not sure yet. We'll just have to see what happens. Anyway, I will provide you with their website and you can find out more about them and how to participate if you want to. And they do take monetary donations as well. So I'm going to get back to work, and I just thought I'd take you along for the ride. See you down at the table. I'm going to be pressing next. Okay, this is what this block looks like. I'm not happy with this material. At this point, it measures a little bit over 4.5, well, a little over 4.5. So I'm going to starch it and take a chance that it's going to shrink a little bit, but hopefully it will allow me to work with it a little easier. So that's what I'm going to do next, and then I will finish working with all of these squares, and then I will bring you back to show you what it looks like and decide whether I'm going to keep going with this fabric. I have to now because I've already started, but I don't know whether it'll go to a cup or not. It's very flimsy material. I almost think that whoever made this charm pack took shirts and cut them up for charm squares. I've got too many projects in the works, and I've got piles everywhere. I don't know what I did with the card that was wrapped around it, but when I find it, I will let you know who made the charm pack. Anyhow, I'm going to get this done and get back with you. Even with shrinkage, these are still within the range that we need them to be. So what I used was my what I mix up, Mama's Magic fabric conditioner, and I have a video on how I do this that I'll link somewhere in this video for you to go check out. and I mix a gallon at a time, and I use it in a spray bottle. And in my easy press pen. And so go check out that video if you're interested in it. So it did condition it to where I think I can use it. It's nice and what do I want to get sized? It's not stiff, but it's stiff enough where I can work with it. So my next step is parallel with the seams that I just made. I'm going to use my pinking shears cut right in the middle. And I've decided, instead of pressing open, I'm going to press toward the darkest fabric, because I think when I quilt that's going to help it to be stronger than if I pressed it open. So that's one change in what I'm going to do. And once I press this open, to the dark side, I will nest the seams. And sew down either side. These, set the seams, and then I'll cut just like I did the other way. I will fold it in half, give me 2. Equal. 4 patch shirts. press that, and then I'm going to put you on time lapse and do the rest of these, and then we'll see what we come up with. I also need to decide which ones I'm going to save back for the 4-patch or for the 2-patch units, so I'll let you know that as well. My next step before I sew the other side is to go through here and decide which ones I'm going to be using for my 7 2-patch units, because I'll be handling those differently than I handle the rest of them. So I'll do that, and then I'll be back with you. I picked out the ones that I'm going to be using for my two patches, and what I'm going to do is, before I sew these together, I'm going to cut them in half. Like so. That's going to give me 2 2-patch units and a 4-patch. So that's what I'm doing now. I'll get these cut apart and set aside, and then we'll begin sewing these others together. So I'll pause you and we'll get that done. Okay, I have these are the ones that I've already tested and pressed and cut the 2 patches loose from, and now I'm going to sew the sides up, the remaining side up for the 4-patch units. Then we'll get those cut apart and pressed, and that will be the end of our first part of Katy's sew along. I will move on to the next part, but I won't release it until she's ready for me to release it. But I've got to get this quilt done, so I'm going to keep on sewing. I've got these all cut apart. I'm going to press them, and that ends this part 1 of Katy the Greenland Quilters sew along. Go over to her channel, grab the PDF off of her community tab. Chandra wrote it out for her and I illustrated it, and so there's a coloring page and also a color drawing of what Katy envisions for this. It doesn't have all the information yet because she hasn't released it, but it does have this part and the next part, which is to be building the frame around these blocks. But for what she wants us to do for this next assignment is to cut the pieces. She wants us to sew them together, sew everything together together as a community. But because I've got another set of everything that I'm working on the community sew along, this one is, like I said before, a charity quilt for a police officer that was wounded in the line of duty, and so I'm going to continue on, and I will film it, but I will not release it until Katy's ready for me, for all of us to move on to the next step. Also, it is almost, this is Sunday morning that I'm filming it, and it is almost 6:15. Deb, the Pug Mama Quilter, comes on at 6:15 on Sunday mornings, and so while I'm finishing up this part, I will be, which is ironing, I'll be listening in on her, and I'd like to invite you to go check her out if you don't already know who she is, and give her a like, subscribe to her channel, watch some of her videos, and help her to get to the next step along the YouTube journey. So we'll see you over there. Talk to you later. Be blessed, less stressed, and pet some fabric today. See you in the next one.